DreAllDay.com.
This morning, everyone, we're going to talk about why the best stuff costs what it costs. Because I get people who ask me questions, when I put out programs or I put out maybe some premium content that costs money. Some people who may have seen some stuff that I put out that didn't cost any money, such as a Periscope stream or a YouTube video or a blog post. They like, well, why do I have to pay money for this information? Or why do I have to pay money for this product or for whatever it is that you're sharing? I remember I was talking to this kid once. He wanted to play ball overseas, and I made this really in-depth program for people who wanted to play basketball overseas. I put the program out, and it cost money. And the guy was complaining because it cost money. He was like, well, you're supposed to help people get on. How you gonna make us pay for it? And I'm like, dude, if you got on, how much money you gonna make in your career? If you're not willing to invest anything to get there, then you obviously ain't serious. But anyway, what I want to share with y'all today is why the best stuff, anything that you put out, anything that you buy, costs the most money. The stuff that's the best costs the most. The people who are the best charge the most money for their work. They charge the most money for their time. They charge the most money for their products and the services. The things that are the best cost the most money. Whatever you think is the best car, it probably costs more than the car that you would say is the average car or the worst car. The best stuff always costs the most money. So I want to explain to you why that is, and from these reasons that I explained to you why it is, you can start to deduce how you can put yourself in that position of being the best, and you can start charging the most because you're charging what the value that you create. So let me give you 3 reasons why the best stuff costs the most. The number one reason is this. Number one reason that the best stuff costs the most is this. People don't value what they don't pay for. People do not value what they do not invest in. If people have not invested in something, they don't value it. For example, I could take a whole course that I charge $300 for, put the whole thing out on Periscope for free, and 99% of people would never even go through the entire course. 99.9% of people wouldn't take any notes, and they wouldn't do anything with any other information. Not because they're stupid, not because they don't want to be successful, not because they're not motivated, because they didn't invest in it. They didn't invest anything into it, so they don't value it, so they don't take it as seriously. People take things more seriously when there's an investment. See, the more time somebody is investing in something, the more they'll fight for it, the more they'll work for it. Like if you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all been together for 10 years, and there's an argument, you're going to try to figure out how to work it out a little bit more, a little bit longer than somebody who you only known for 3 weeks, and you had the exact same argument. You're going to work a little bit harder because you've invested in it. Something that you paid money for, anything that you paid money for, the more money you've invested into it, the more serious you're going to take it. If you rent a car for $45 a day for 3 days and you spill some juice in the back seat, you're not going to go get it cleaned up because you don't care, because you only paid $45 a day for 3 days. But if you just bought a car and you just paid for it in cash and it's yours and you spill some juice in the back seat, you're going to go get it cleaned up ASAP. Why? Because you invested more into it. You got more invested into that thing, so you're going to put more work into it. People do not value what they do not pay for. That's why the best things cost the most money. Here's the second reason. Second reason why the best things cost the most is that information is everywhere. Information is everywhere. See, when you're paying premium dollars for some premium anything, premium energy, premium people, premium content, premium programs, whatever you're paying the most money for, you're not paying for information. So information is everywhere. All you know what Google is, right? Information is everywhere. Google is your friend. So if all you need is information to be successful, then that means everybody in the world should be successful beyond measure right now, because information is everywhere and everybody can access it. Anyone who got the internet can get on the internet, get on Google rather, and get all the information they want. So if information was the key to success, then everybody would be successful. So obviously it's more than information. So understand that when you pay the premium dollars for somebody, you're not paying for information. You're not paying to get motivated. You're not paying so you can just learn something, because that's all you're paying for. Then go to college. You could go overpay in college and get information and then not even know what to do with it, and then you still owe them money back. So information is not the key to success. And if all you need is information, then whoever it is out there that thinks all they need is information to be successful should be wildly successful right now. There's no excuse, because information is already out there. Here's the third reason. Third reason why the best stuff costs the most is this. You will pay or receive in equal amount to the value you are acquiring or producing. So if you want to make a whole lot of money in this world, whoever you are, it doesn't matter what you do. You want to make a whole lot of money, all you need to do is provide a whole lot of value to a whole lot of people on a consistent basis. That's all you need to do. If you want to make a whole lot of money, provide a whole lot of value to a whole lot of people on a consistent basis. Now, if you want to get a whole lot of value, something that's going to make you better, make your life better, make you do better, be better, have more, get better results in life, guess what? You got to pay for that. You got to invest in that. All you familiar with the phrase, you get what you pay for, right? Have you ever had an opportunity to get something and you had a couple options? You had an option to spend a lot and get it, or you could go real cheap and get kind of something to look similar, and then you went cheap and then it turned out to not be as good as you thought it was, and then you reminded yourself, you know what? I get what I pay for. That's what I get for trying to go cheap. We've all done it before, right? We tried to buy some cheap shit because we thought we was going to get away with not having to invest as much. We went cheap and then we ended up not getting the value we thought we was getting, and then we had to go right back and spend the money we would have spent in the beginning had we thought about it that way. So understand that when you see something that has a high ticket, a high price, the reason it has a high price because it has a high level of value. You have a high level of value. When something does not have a high level of value, it's cheap. So understand 3 points. I'm going to recap these 3 points and I'll take questions if anybody got questions. Number 1 point is this. People don't value what they don't pay for. If you don't pay for something, you won't value it. No matter how great it is, if you didn't pay for it, you didn't invest into it. When I say pay, I mean pay meaning time. It can mean effort. It can mean energy. It can mean attention. It can mean money. So, I mean, if you have not invested into something, you don't value it as much as something that you did invest in. Number 2. Information is everywhere. So if all somebody needed was information to be successful, that means every person in the world who can get on the internet should be successful, because information is available to everyone at all times. And number 3, you will get paid. Your pay will be commensurate with the amount of value you can create and provide to other people. The level of the value and the consistency of the value. Now, let me take any questions. If anybody got questions, I'll take questions right now. What's up, Chopper 1991? If anybody got a question, I'll take the question. My name's Dre Baldwin, checking in from Philadelphia. My body moves awkward, not smooth like yours. How can I solve it? Go to hoophandbook.com. Get your game up. The more you invest, exactly. The more you invest, the more you will value what you invested in. Bottom line. People do not value what they do not pay for. If I can take questions, post your questions right now. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds till I get through. This is Dre all day, checking in from South Florida. My name is Dre Baldwin, native of Philadelphia. Commiserate, yes, commiserate. Look it up on Google. How I get so legit, by providing a high level of value for a consistent period of time to a lot of people. Hope it really helps. Can I post it on YouTube? Maybe in the future. Would I rather eat 10 dead flies or neither? Too many people wasted your advice. Start charging more money for it so you find people who are more serious. Ever heard about this courtside camp in Las Vegas? Yeah, I heard about it. But I'm not going to advise you whether you should go or not. That's a decision you got to make for yourself. But I got a webinar coming out about overseas camps very soon. Start to read, Think and Grow Rich. Thanks to you. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody reading books to enrich their lives, make themselves smarter, make themselves more valuable in the marketplace. You invest in yourself, it makes you more valuable in the marketplace of whatever you do. Any other questions I can take? Any good basketball courts in San Fran? People ask that question. I don't even understand what that question means. What's a good basketball court? They all the same. A basketball court's a basketball court. I mean, it's 2 baskets, there's a rim, it's 10 feet high. What makes one better than another one? A court is a court. Best place to put $5,000 into my coaching is the best place to put it, honestly. I mean, what do you mean? Good pickup games he means? Well, I didn't hear him say that. I don't think you can speak for that, man. I'm already going in as shooting, studying your playlist, moves for shooters. That's what's up. One of my favorite ballers, Michael Jordan. Any other questions I could take? Good pickup games? Well, a good pickup game is a relative term, because if you're a bum, a good pickup game is with a bunch of bums. But if you're a pro, a good pickup game is with a bunch of pros. So it really depends on how much game you got. So I can't really answer that question. That's for you to answer. Why do I hate the Warriors? I don't hate nobody. Do you think college is a waste of time? No, not at all. Favorite street baller? Alamo, rest in peace. The Black Widow. He died a few years ago. When somebody asked me, do I hate the Warriors? What are you talking about? I love all good basketball. Anyone playing good basketball, I love it. Word. You play to the level of your competition. No, it's not even that. It's that if you don't have no game, you can't play to it. There's certain levels you can't get to, even if you wanted to. I don't dislike the Warriors. What kind of question is that? Why do you hate black people? It's like a false question. Whatever way you answer it, you look like you either being defensive or you lying. Because cause Best costs more because of branding. No, that's not true. Best costs more because of value. Value and branding. Branding can be a part of it, but it's more value than it is branding. So if all it took was branding, then shit, a lot of people would be making a whole lot more money if all it was branding. You got to be able to provide the value behind it too. You got to put the value behind the brand. So a brand that costs a lot of money is not going to last long if it ain't no value being created, because it'll be exposed very quickly. Like I said, Google's your friend. Everybody can share information, because if all it was a brand with no value, it would not last. I didn't see that last question. Common sense level is over 9,000. Well, thank you. Who's Vegeta? Vegeta voice. Who's Vegeta? I don't know who that is, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliment. Any other questions that I can take? Yes, I will definitely be watching the game, of course. I'll be live tweeting on Dre, at Dre all day. I'll be live tweeting from my Twitter, which is the same as my Periscope, which is at Dre all day. Vegeta Dragon Ball Z. I never even saw that. I never saw Dragon Ball Z. Is Dragon Ball Z a TV show or a video game? Is it a TV show? No, I did not watch Dragon Ball Z. All right, any other questions I can take? I'll take a couple more before we wrap this one up. This is Dre all day, y'all talking to. If you're watching me for the first time, make sure you follow me here on Periscope. I do these streams often, multiple times per week. I'm on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. So if you're on Snapchat, follow me on Snapchat. Follow me on Snap at Dre Baldwin. Dre, do I go to church? You at church right now. You at church at this exact moment. If you want to know about my background, go to my website, dreallday.com. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. I do not speak Russian. All right, everybody, have a great day. Work on your game, dreallday.com. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known, getting the exposure you want, and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game. Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I'm ballin'. I feel like